August 29th, 2018. Approximately 1:57 in the morning, after being evicted from some bitch over at the Quality Inn, Cruiseport South. Don't know her name. And I'm not going to use defamation of character or slander. But when I say some fucking bitch, you can imagine, based on my pleasantries, dealing with 577 days goofing around this country, bobbing around like a bobber on Lake Michigan. Now I'm done. It's time for me to move on, to find myself what I'm so attracted to, a tall, beautiful Spanish woman. And I'm willing to make a compromise for a tall, beautiful Brazilian woman that doesn't have what this country offered me, which I refuse to accept, which is anxiety issues, bipolar concern that stress me out. Now, should I be able to find myself a tall, beautiful, and we know what type of woman I'm looking for, that doesn't have a wonderful hanging goddamn fucking gift between her goddamn fucking legs, swinging around, waiting to rise to the occasion when that woman meets a great man like myself, Raymond McNamara, known as August. Impressive and respected. Doesn't have anxiety, bipolar, theft, deceit, control, hygiene, drinking problems, drug abuse issues, and opportunist of a sane mind. I must love animals as much as I love my 2 female cats, because I only travel with females, never males, because males are nothing but fucking pigs. Piss on a sink, leave their whiskers in a sink, and because I was raised by women, I take baths. And I like bubbles. And because I don't walk on all fours, I don't walk to their bowls, they come running to mine. This is dedicated to Lily, at this point almost 28 years old, my Siamese Himalayan Seal Point, and my little baby Maine Coon Rimpy. Now, in this luggage is all but a couple of candy bars, a bag of chips, a couple of Heinekens, and nothing but cat food. I made sure that no matter what it is I lost, I always had cat food. And of course there was my dinner for the entire day, because this morning, being Wednesday morning, now we're in Thursday morning in the AM hours, I was on my way to WSV and Channel 7 News in Miami, and I couldn't find a ride, and now I'm here at the Fort Lauderdale International Airport, where I'm going to be finding my refuge right here without any hassle or inconvenience by law enforcement, because law enforcement's the least of the shit that I need to deal with on the list of things that need to be dealt with before I die, such as finding myself a boss, a tall and beautiful Spanish woman to be my wife, to raise a family, afford to carry on my tradition and beliefs, to save life, not destroy life, as a soul saver, not a soul taker, because as we learn and develop from our experience through life, we are one of 2 types of humans on this planet. We are either a soul saver or a soul taker, because we all work with souls. I am a soul saver. I save life, not destroy life. This is my dinner, breakfast, lunch, brunch over the past 26 hours. Take a good look at that. And let me just go ahead and bring a little focus in on this. I dropped that on the ground. Now, I almost ate it, but because I had a couple more there and there, I didn't eat that when it fell off the ground. Now, granted, I had to eat out of the garbage 3 or 4 times during the course of this trip, eating things that I never thought I'd even look at, and yet alone I was eating them. And then I had to eat cat food, because I always had an abundant supply of cat food. 3 or 4 times. So technically I'm fed up with this country, and now it's time for me to move on. I'm on my way to Central America. And if you look right over here, you see how I got everything locked up. And these are my cat carriers to make sure Lily and Rimpy, if you look a little closer, you'll see the lock there. You see that? Alright, everything locked down. These cats aren't getting away from me, and none of the jackals in this society, let alone the population of this entire goddamn fucking planet, are going to get a hold of my 2 cats, because all I have left are my cats. Now, I have that right there, which is what's left. I'm going to bring it close to me, lock it all down, and I'm going to go to sleep right here with a sheet that I have in there, that a hotel, not a fucking motel, West Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, gave me some linens, and thank God, because of my astute, perceptive, vigilant ways, I figured out exactly what it is based on Murphy's Law, stating if it can, it will. It's just a matter of time to whom and when. Ain't no stuffed animals up on the top. It's going to be my pillow. This will be the 4th time that I've been in this airport, finding refuge. And in the morning, being Thursday morning, which is this morning, seeing that it's 2 o'clock in the morning, in about 8 hours, I'm going to be leaving this establishment, which is my place of residence, the Fort Lauderdale International Airport, being the 4th time. I have 133 days of being in hotels and motels due to the fact that my first death attack happened in 7th Hill, Nevada at the Sam's Club parking lot. I'm going to be heading directly to, with the general manager of an establishment, getting me an Uber, seeing that I have no money, which I took from the hotel, the shuttle, and then the hotel clerk, that bitch, told me that the shuttle wasn't available, and law enforcement was there on my side, seeing that I dealt with more than 6,000, but probably close to even 7,000 now, cops being called on me, seeing that I do nothing wrong, but people who are so miserable, jealous, angry, rumor starters want to cause nothing but chaos and corruption for those people that are true, wasting the cops' time when the cops need to be on the street dealing with the jackals of society, which need to be eradicated from this entire population. Now I'll be sitting at the front doorstep of WSV and Channel 7 News in Miami, dealing with anybody that's part of that news crew, and especially, if available, Jessica Holly, which is the first news company that took on this report when I lost Lily and was found, from Saving Sage Animal Rescue, which refuses to relinquish my papers, as well as Pet Express, in reference to Lily and the tests and the diagnosis, as well as the bills, for me to leave this country and deal with the Chief Agricultural Officer, Border State, Customs, vaccinations, quarantines, in reference to Lily, which is in the first cage. Rimpy is in the black cage. Rimpy can take on anything that happens when across the border, but Lily will never leave my side, and I'll never leave her side, and she'll never take any vaccinations, not even flea medicine. Now, on this note, I'm really tired. I chugged some what they call witch's brew to knock down the drinking effects. And it's a back and forth battle because I have sleep apnea, sleep insomnia, post-trauma, dramatic disorder syndrome from the 2 death attacks at the Sam's Club parking lot, where they didn't want to face up to the fact that they're responsible for any and every patron within the parking property within a 24-hour period, whether or not they are open. And then the Walgreens 24-hour in Las Vegas, where the security guard was standing 2 feet behind me, caught on surveillance, as well as video. They didn't do anything to protect me from the violent attack and stepped back. And as well, the manager, no one did anything. So the Walgreens corporate office, CMS, is shifting the blame on the security, which is, can't tell you for sure, but I have the paperwork. And no one wants to step up to the plate. So I'm taking this into the media, and I'm exposing what this country did to me. It caused me anxiety issues, bipolar concerns, and it stressed me the fuck out. Now, I'm going to take a nap, and in the morning, I'm going to be setting up my Uber. One way or another, I'm getting the WSV and Channel 7 News with my 2 female cats, and what luggage I have left. Seeing that I left $35,000 worth of stuff in Las Vegas with Bill Jewell, the security guard at the Sam's Club parking lot in 7th Hill, Nevada, Henderson, which befriended me and put out of his pocket over $1,000 and is in now control of my $35,000 worth of stuff, if not more, having to do with 2 belt buckles that I had relabeled in leather from my childhood, my entire photo album, what's left of it, and of course my 2 previous cats, Morris and Putty, in urns, all left behind simply to protect life that I have currently, Rimpy and Lily. Well, let's refer to it as Lily and Rimpy. My 2 female companions marching an army of 3, and my 2 females depend on me to protect them through this country's battle. On our way to Central America, Belize, to find myself what I'm so attracted to visually, physically, and must be mentally challenging for me Raymond McNamara, known as the Catman. Do as I say, not as I do. For if you do as I do, you're going to get yourself in a whole lot of fucking trouble with the crew. To be precise, the cops, being the least of the shit that I need to deal with on a list of things that need to be dealt with before I die. On that note, it's probably, seeing that it's 10 minutes into this video, I'm going to take a little bit of a cat nap. Then I've got to get up and do a whole bunch of internet work and get ready for the battle that I'm going to be dealing with first thing in the morning, being Thursday morning, the 29th of August? Whatever. It's going to be Thursday morning where I'm going to show up right at the front doorstep of WSVN Channel 7 News, and I'm going to be a pinata that breaks open right in front of them, and we're going to have nothing but to have to deal with my ass in reference to what this fucking country did to me by spinning out the story out of control, by deceiving the entire population by stating I'm a California man, which I'm not. I'm not even from this fucking country. That I was on vacation, which I wasn't. I was relocating. And my Lily is blind and deaf, and if you look and read into the tutorial, it says blind and dead. That is a fucking doornail. And she ain't dead, and she ain't blind, and I'm not a California man, and she's not 20 years old, she's 28 now this September. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm exposing the media and the entire population of this United States country for what it has done to me, and I'm fed up, and I'm going to move on to find myself a wife to raise a family of 4 to carry on the tradition and the belief to save life, not destroy life, as a soul saver, not a soul taker. Because 98% of this entire population ought to be pastry chefs. That way all they have to do is keep their mouth shut, their eyes closed, so no one has to look at their fucked up on nasty pleasantries as their personal, delightful presentation before the 2% of the entire population, which is standing right here before you. Now let me go ahead and give you a visual. Now keep in mind, I'm tired. I've been up for about 27 hours, and this is me. How do you like it? I'm one pissed off pussycat. This country rubbed me the wrong way, and now I'm going to rub this country back. And, of course, I got Lily and Rippy.